Hi, this is Nancy from Garden Gals, and today we are going to plant a tomato. This was something that I purchased over the weekend, and it was actually on the sale rack. It is a Cherokee purple tomato. It's an heirloom tomato, which means I will save the seeds. And it says it matures in 72 to 90 days. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I have selected a place for this tomato. It's in one of my raised beds, and I have peppers, but right in the center I think I have enough room that I can pop in a tomato plant. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is dig my hole. And to do this, I have a trowel, something that I can use to dig with. So I'm going to dig my hole. So that looks about right. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to give this tomato plant a great start. I am going to use a tomato fertilizer, and today I'm using Job's Organic. On the back it says 1.5 teaspoons, and since I'm old and I've done this many times, I'm just going to sort of eyeball it, put it what I think it needs. So the next thing I'm going to do is gently pull the plant out of the pot, and you kind of want to loosen it up. So you're just going to sort of work that around as you gently tug. So this has a great root system. If it had been in the pot for a while, the roots would have been a little bit more packed, and you would just gently take your thumb and sort of loosen those roots. So I'm going to place my plant in my hole, and I want to do so that the plant is facing the best way. So this looks good right here. So I'm going to cover the plant with soil. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of tamp it in, which is just pressing down the soil so that the plant stays where I have put it. I made my plant's stake before I did this, so it's a Cherokee purple tomato. Today's date is 5/18. Just going to pop that in right there. The next thing I'm going to do is make sure that my plant has something to stabilize it, because this tomato is going to get rather large. So I have a tomato stake, and most of you may realize that I have it upside down, but I do things like that. I sort of like it like this, and all I do is tie the top with some wire. So to make sure this stays in place, I'm going to use sod staples. Obviously these have been used before. After you have placed your tomato plant, you have your stake that is securely placed. The last thing that you'll do is give your tomato plant a drink of water. And I just recycle milk containers, and you're just going to give it a good drink. I've used about a half a gallon. So some of the things that you want to think about, according to our label, this needs to be planted in full sun. So my tomato plant is in a raised bed, and it is south facing. So this should be the perfect place, and we will check back. You will be amazed at how much this tomato plant will grow in the next 2 weeks. It won't even look the same. It'll be sturdier. It'll grow towards the sun where it's sort of leaning over now. And this little $1 tomato plant will give us many, many great tasting tomatoes, and we'll be able to save the seeds. And I'll do a video on how you can save your tomato seeds. This is Nancy from Garden Gals, part of my Beginner Gardener series, Planting Tomatoes. I hope that you will find this information useful, that you will subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications. I have many more videos planned to help you on your gardening adventure because I want you to be successful. Thanks and have a great day.